Hi everyone, I am Marielle Pitts, a nurse practitioner and functional medicine provider, and today I was going to talk a little bit about disease prevention. And this is something that when I was going through school to be a nurse practitioner was kind of ingrained in me. That really should be our primary focus as any kind of provider, is to prevent disease. And what I found when I actually got into practice is that instead of preventing diseases, I was treating diseases. I was seeing the patients when they came in and they already had high blood pressure, they already had high cholesterol, they already were starting to develop type 2 diabetes, which all, as we know, can lead to devastating side effects like stroke and heart attack down the line. And so I would tell these patients, you need to exercise, you need to try to lose weight, you need to clean up your diet. And you know what? It never or rarely ever had an impact on anybody. I never really saw those changes occurring. And as a provider, you get frustrated by that because you want patients to be healthy. You want to prevent disease down the line. But you know what? We weren't, or I wasn't, maybe other people are, but from what I can tell in their 15-minute visits, they don't have time for that, to actually sit down and go through what a healthy diet would look like with the patient, or what kind of exercises they should be doing to cut down their risks. And so, it's really our fault. We just don't have the time with the patients to be able to really prevent or help them prevent disease in the long run. And so I was just getting increasingly frustrated with this, and that's really where I decided to turn to functional medicine, because in functional medicine, that's our really number one goal, is to prevent disease, to look at your body, to find out what kind of risk factors you have for that. We can do genetic testing to see what are your risk factors, and obviously you can look in your family history and know some of your risk factors, right? In my family history, I have definitely some things that I would like to prevent down the line. Dementia, Parkinson's disease, high cholesterol. I found out that I have a risk for high cholesterol, and I would consider myself, a fairly healthy person, but just knowing I had that risk really made me really dial in my diet even more so that I can prevent things like stroke and heart attack for myself. And so knowing that is part of the battle, but the other part is to actually really give patients the tools that they need to be able to do that. So, I can help come up with a specialized plan to help with your nutrition, to tell you what kind of foods you should be eating to prevent disease, and then also help motivate you to exercise, because we know how important exercise is as well. Because I have the time. I'm not limited to the 15-minute office visit as I was before. I have time to actually really delve through your family history and your risk factors and help prevent and show you how to prevent chronic disease in the long run. I was just sick of treating patients after their stroke and after their heart attack. Why should we wait for that? Why should we wait for the screening tests? Like right now, that's kind of our measure, right? To know if there's any disease occurring. You have the mammograms, you have the colonoscopies, and they're screening for cancer. But at that point, you have it already, right? So, great that we know that and we're assessing for that, but why aren't we preventing it in the first place? I feel like that should be our main goal and our main mission as any sort of provider. And that's what I want to do. That's what I want to help you with. So if you have any questions, if you look down into your family history and you see all these things that you really don't want for yourself, or if you're even starting to get some of these chronic diseases, maybe you have some insulin resistance already and you want to prevent diabetes to occur in the first place, I can help you with that. I can I can give you the tools that you need that you're not getting so that we can prevent chronic disease in the long run and prevent you from being in a wheelchair with a tube feeding in a nursing home, because I know that none of us want that. So please reach out to me, visit my website, schedule a free intro, and let's get started to regaining your health and your life.